Every Friday night it's Bellator Fighting Championships live on MTV2, FX2, and Spike.com. Bellator 66 from IX Center in Cleveland, Ohio. We open with lightweight tournament semifinal number 1, Thiago Michel versus Brent Weidman.
Two very experienced strikers going at it in this fight. It was the takedown and top control of Brent Weidman in rounds 1 and 2 that was so impressive. Michel, the world champion kickboxer, did a lot of damage, especially in that third round, but these knees, the top control was enough for a decision win.
Next up, lightweight tournament semifinal number 2, Lloyd Woodard versus Rick Hahn.
Rick Hahn in the opening round went for the clinch and the takedown here. A slow first round, but in the second round, when Lloyd Woodard was moving forward, bang! A beautiful right hand by Rick Hahn. Drops him, he wins by second round TKO. A dynamic performance, putting him in the finals against Brent Weidman.
The Season 6 Lightweight Tournament Championship is now set. Rick Hahn versus Brent Weidman. On then to the middleweight tournament in semifinal number 1, Slava Vasilevsky versus Michael Falco.
You know, we thought this would be a battle between two experienced strikers, but it was about the takedown of Slava Vasilevsky in the first 2 rounds. In the third round, Falco finding his range, landing some great punches, knees winding up on his butt, and then on top in the decisive third round, he gets the decision victory.
Then middleweight tournament semifinal number 2, Andreas Spang versus Brian Rogers.
Brian Rogers was back and forth in this fight, unloading in the beginning and then getting his back taken by Spang. He fought his way through it and landed some beautiful shots in the opening round, but got a bit too aggressive, got taken down near the ground and pound, and then in round number 2, in the middle of an onslaught, Spang lands a beautifully timed left hook that ends up starching Brian Rogers right here and ending the fight in the second round. A great come from behind victory.
In the middleweight tournament championship of Season 6, it will be Andreas Spang versus Michael Falco. And Jimmy, this fight almost started early. And finally, the rematch featuring 2 of the top lightweights in the world, Shinya Aoki versus Eddie Alvarez.
Both fighters so focused on this rematch. Eddie Alvarez coming out on his toes, using his boxing footwork, his combinations. You see here, wanting nothing to do with the guard of Shinya Aoki, but that wouldn't last. Later on in the opening round, Eddie Alvarez lands a beautiful short right hand, and this time, diving in on an unsuspecting Shinya Aoki, an avalanche of punches. Aoki unprepared for it, and he ends up getting the stoppage in the first round.
Victory for Eddie Alvarez in this highly anticipated rematch. For the latest Bellator news and information, it's Bellator.com.